What's happening, y'all? Count Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go vlog. And today is a very special day. It is Origin Raid Day, which means we're going to be doing a whole bunch of raids for both Origin Form Palkia as well as Origin Form Dialga. And I'm not going to be focusing on one over the other. I'm pretty much going to be raiding both of them. And of course, we are going to be at Schaumburg Town Square. This is a location where I did Pokemon Go Fest Global, and the reason for that is because there's just so many gyms here, and typically there is generally a really big crowd. And yeah, I think it's going to be a really good time, and I'm really hoping for some good luck because I really want myself a Dialga or a Palkia, particularly a shiny one, with either Roar of Time or Spatial Ren. That would be pretty awesome. So we're gonna just jump right in. It looks like the raids are popping right now. There is a big crowd over there, and that means, of course, the raids are gonna fill up really quick. So we gotta make sure we jump into these raids. Looks like this lobby is already full. I got my teams pre-set up already. That was one of the big mistakes I had with Pokemon Go Fest this year, is that I wasn't really that prepared. I didn't preset my teams, I didn't do a lot of research, but this time around I am the most prepared, specifically because I want to get as many of these raids done as I can. And of course, they are very hard-hitting Pokemon. I really do think one of the benefits of playing here is the sheer number of people. I already did a couple of these earlier today, of course through remote raiding, because other people already have their raid days going. And I will say that for some of the raid lobbies where we only had about 4 people, we had a hard time. Yeah, surprisingly. I really thought that these raids would go down really quick, regardless of how many people are in the lobby. But with 4 people, it was going at about a snail's pace. 29:05. I do not think this is a hundo, but that's actually pretty good. All the ones that I caught earlier, they were around like the 2840, 2850 range. I think for this one in particular though, I do think that Palkia has a higher 100% IV than, or I should say, yeah, the number is going to be higher than it would be for Dialga. But let's see what we get. Maybe it's going to have Spatial Ren. And that would be pretty cool. It does. And it's not good IVs. Oh well. That's going to be pretty common today, I feel. The problem with this raid day is that it is extremely luck-based. There's going to be a lot of disappointment. Either you're going to get, like what I just had, you're going to get one with the special move, but it's going to be low IVs, it's not going to be shiny. Or you might get yourself a really high IV and a shiny, and it's not going to have the move. I really do not like the fact that we can't use our TMs, or Elite Charge TMs rather. I really wish they would allow us to do that, because I think that would allow us to get the specific version of the Pokemon that we need. And no one's jumping into this one, so I'm gonna try, oh gosh, that's actually over here. Here we go, 8 people in this lobby. And I don't remember if this is Dialga or Palkia. Actually, it's Dialga, just based on the recommended. For this raid day in particular, I think I'm just focused on the special move, Spatial Ren and Roar of Time. I don't have many of those. From the last time both of these were in raids, I did a bunch of them. I did not get enough with the Adventure Effect move. So this time around, that's going to be my focus. Maybe a high IV, maybe a shiny with the move. That would be great. Either or. I'm not caring about getting a Shundo. If I do get a Shundo, and if it has the move, amazing. But if I don't get I should say, if I do get a Shundo, and it doesn't have the move, I actually think that would be very disappointing. I mean, I'll still hold on to it. Maybe one day they will allow us to change the move to get the Adventure Effect move. But I just do not like the fact that the move is not guaranteed, and it's not something we can get with an Elite Charge TM. Maybe they're saving it up for some sort of special Elite Charge TM. I could totally see them doing that, making it some sort of monetization purchase. But regardless, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky today. It's going to require Always some insane luck. Imagine if I were to get a Shundo with the adventure effect move. That would be insane. I would be happy with just a shiny with the move, because then I can just use the bottle cap. You know, bottle caps have definitely done some great things for this game. Okay, so this one's going down fairly quickly, which is good. Let's see what we get. We do have the fortunate situation of there being a weather boost. So all these are going to have high IVs. 2888. Again, this is my best one so far. So the IVs are somewhat good today. But let's see if it's shiny. First check. Not a shiny. I don't think this is a hundo. I'm pretty sure it's not a hundo, because I got one earlier around this and it was maybe at about an 89%. So I'm assuming this will be somewhere between a 93%, maybe a 95%. But maybe it'll have Roar of Time. Oh gosh. Here we go again. Here we go again. I've said this with every single raid day and every single special event like Pokemon Go Fest. These should not have the red catch circle, especially for raid days. These raids are not up for long. They have a very short raid timer, so you want to do as many of these as you can. Niantic, I keep telling you guys, these should have maybe like an orange circle, if anything. I think for Pokemon Go Fest, it was actually not a red circle, so I was able to do more raids. So why not keep that going? Why make it so difficult to catch? Because I'm just sitting here catching this. And because of that, I'm not doing more raids. I'm just sitting here catching. So thankfully these raids are going down a little bit faster. Seems like more people are jumping in, or that at least I'm synced up with the group, the majority of the group. 2887, this one's not going to be any good. Wondering if it's going to be shiny. I actually heard that they forgot to turn on the boosted shiny rate. I really hope they remembered to turn it on by the time we get our raid day. That was a bad throw. Ay, ay, ay. So my complaints earlier about the catch rate being so low, I think it doesn't help that I'm not really doing good throws. If I was doing better throws, maybe I'd be catching them a lot faster. So I do think I need to slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. There we go. Let's see. One. Such a frustrating part of raid day. And so unnecessary. That was a bad throw. Come on. I just want to catch it and move on. It's not even good IVs. It's not even a shiny. Should I just skip it? No, I need the candies. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Does it have Spatial Rend? No, it doesn't. Alright, let's jump into this one. Already 4 raids done. I plan to do quite a lot today. At least it's not scorching hot like it was yesterday for Hatch Day. I feel like this is manageable. I feel like I could do this all day. I do have a lot of things planned for today, so unfortunately I can't raid all day. I'm probably going to jump into a lot of remote raids later, but the weather is at least nice. It's about 12 o'clock right now, and usually around 12 o'clock it gets pretty hot in the summer, but it's not bad. Sun's slightly out, it's kind of partly cloudy, and then I will say the temperature is mild. It's about mid-80s, mid to high 80s. Certainly feels hotter, but you know, it's not bad. Alright, so we got 4 out of 10 trainers ready. It'd be nice if everyone just hit ready so we could just jump in. But I'll let people wait. It's loud. So one thing that I will say about this particular raid day, I think it comes at a very good time, specifically because I think a lot of people are kind of mixed right now with the Go Fest Max Finale event. Everyone that I talk to, they just feel like it's not interesting. The fact that you're going to be able to get Eternatus through the the Go Pass, and it's going to be free. And then when it comes to Dynamax battles, it's very niche. Doesn't seem like a lot of people are into it. Yeah, I don't know. But this event, I feel like a lot of people were excited about it. I think anytime you bring back either of these Pokemon, it's always a treat. Specifically because people do like Spatial Rend and Roar of Time. Both of those are very useful adventure effects. And then of course, both of these Pokemon are considered top tier. Like for example, Origin Form Dialga with Roar of Time, top tier Dragon type raid attacker. Also really good for PvP, the Master League. So both of these are extremely high priority, and because there's so much RNG involved, people do find that anytime they're in raid battles, they're gonna come out and raid. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of excitement, there's definitely a lot of activity and engagement, and I think that's pretty good, because at the end of this month with this major event, this Max Finale event, doesn't seem like a lot of people are as enthusiastic as they should be, as they could be. So at least Niantic has at least one event where they're going to get a lot of people out and play. So yeah, that's my perception of it. I do think the Max Finale event could have included more, rather than just strictly max battles and a couple of catches that people don't necessarily care about. I mean, there is going to be some decent rating, of course. Both of the crown forms of Zamazenta and Zacian are going to be there. But I think at this point, people already have enough energy. 2892, another bad one. Actually, this was better than earlier. I just don't think it's going to be that good. Ay, ay, ay. But is it a shiny? Not a shiny. I'm really concerned they did not change the shiny rate. I did see that they just tweeted or said something on social media saying that there was an issue with the shiny rate not being boosted. But that would really suck if this was the 1 in 20 shiny rate that we typically have. That means I probably won't get one for quite a few raids. It'd be nice if I could just get a few done right away. Come on. 2892 though. I do think that might be decent. What is the one that we got earlier? It was like 2880 something? We'll see. If it's Spatial Rend and it's got decent IVs, definitely a keeper. God, it's weird that they added that level of RNG to these Pokemon. Spatial Rend and Roar of Time are so important for these Pokemon to be really good and useful. But the chances of you getting those moves are really low. So on top of IVs being an issue, on top of whether or not it's a shiny being an issue, now we gotta worry about whether or not we can get this move. Even in the past, with certain Pokemon with special moves, if you did not get the move, oh well. If you get high IVs, that's enough, because eventually you could just use an Elite Charge TM or Elite Fast TM and get the move that you need. When it comes to Rayquaza, you do need that special Meteorite item to get the special move. Yeah, not good. And it doesn't have Spatial or Roar of Time, of course. Alright, well, let's walk around and do some more raids. We'll see how things go today. So more raids are popping up. It looks like this first rotation of this hour is coming to a close. But we jumped into this one last minute and it does look like it's gonna fill up. At least, yep, there it is. So we'll take care of this and then we'll jump into the new raids. I did feel a couple of raindrops, which is concerning. I did say it was partly cloudy, but wasn't expecting it to also be rainy. But we'll react accordingly. There is some nice shelter points in this area. I think Schaumburg Town Square is by far one of my favorite places to play Pokemon Go in the Chicago suburbs.
What's up, Count?
Hey, what's up, man? I think I really can't find any other place that I would rather play at. It really feels like downtown Chicago. In fact, I will say this place is even better than downtown Chicago, specifically because 1, free parking, and then 2, I just feel like it's a lot more condensed. It's a lot more, I don't know, everything's within walking distance. You could just sit in one spot and do like 4 raids, and then move to a next spot and do 4 more raids, and then by the time you're done with those, you can come back to the original spot. The last time we had a raid day, I was out in downtown Chicago, and it felt like I did just way too much walking. Like, even though there was a ton of gyms, they were all spread out. Here, they're all right next to each other. I did not see what the 28, 29, oh my god, this is probably the worst one I got today. Yikes. Be different if it was 29, which I think would be over perfect. But yeah, this one's junk. Gosh. Watch, it also has Roar of Time. Oh yeah. Not much luck today, at least so far. Really hoping for some good luck. Although I did have some really good luck with Pokemon Go Fest this year. I hope I didn't use up all that luck. Come on. But we'll see. The last raid day, Hisuian Lilligant raid day, was kind of a bust. I did pick up a good number of shinies, but none of them were good. Not that it would have mattered. I don't think that's a Pokemon I'd ever use. But today, I would really like some extra luck, because I need it. For all the RNG that's involved in getting exactly what you want. I think the dream for most players would be to get a Shundo of either of these Pokemon with the Adventure Effect move. That would be pretty slick. I'm going to be wasting so much time just sitting here catching. So frustrating. Come on. Some solid content right here. Up. Bad throw. There we go. For ball, excellent. Doesn't even stand the ball with one shake. What's going on here? Am I speed locked? Did I GPS drift or something? Come on. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Oy. Not good, but it has Roar of Time, of course. Alright. Now, let's jump into this one. Maybe I'll get better luck with this one. Really hoping so. I'm pseudo free to play. I don't really buy Pokecoins, so my storage is always kind of capped up. I haven't bought storage space in such a long time. I really feel like I need to get on that. I see a lot of people with like way more Pokemon storage and item storage than I do. Anytime you get Pokecoins, aside from raid passes, that should always be a priority. Pokemon storage and item storage. Those are the things you should be spending your Pokecoins on. Forget incense, forget star pieces, forget even incubators. You want to focus on storage. Raid passes maybe, but I think storage is so much more important. And yet, I have not been buying my storage. I have not been keeping up with that. But I also feel like if you buy too much Pokemon storage, you end up saving more Pokemon than you don't need to. Like, yes, I'm going to be getting a whole bunch of these today, but I'm not going to keep all of them. I might keep a few low IVs that have Roar of Time and Spatial Ren, but I'm going to transfer pretty much all of the ones that I get. Probably the next 2 candy Spotlight Hour. 2 times candies for transfer Spotlight Hour. It's probably when I'm just going to mass transfer all these legendaries. Alright, let's see if we can get some better luck. Come on. At least the IVs are better. Come on, give me a shiny and have it have Roar of Time. Not a shiny. Once again. What a rough start. What a rough start. Okay, so if my eyes did not deceive me, this one was 29, 20 something. 29.29. I don't think that's a hundo. I mean, if I were to get like a 98% with Spatial Ren, would that be worth keeping? Or, yeah, it would be worth keeping. But would it be worth powering up? I mean, at this point, I'd rather a shiny with the special move, so that way I could use a bottle cap in the future. Speaking of which, it'd be really nice if they had more bottle caps. I know they said they would be giving you a year to complete your hyper training, but I'm really hoping it's not once a year. There's a lot of Pokemon in my collection that I would like to use a bottle cap on, and if we're only getting one per year, that's going to be incredibly frustrating. Maybe 2 or 3 a year would be better, like with every single special event for Pokemon Go Fest, for the Wild Area event, and then for the Go Tour event. That's the way I would do it. Maybe occasionally throwing a golden, oh come on. Maybe occasionally throwing a golden bottle cap in there for something not special. Ah, come on. I really hate these low catch rates. Why do they have that for raid hours? For raid days? Raid hours I'm fine with. Raid days? This is all... Come on. Whew. 1, 2, 3. Hate this. Hate this. Absolutely hate this. It's so unnecessary. Alright. Let's see. It has Hydro Pump. So I'm hoping it's not that good. Yeah. It's not that good. A lot of raids just spawned. So we're gonna start diving in. Man, this could definitely be a rough day. It's never fun when you do not have a lot of luck. Done quite a few raids already. Obviously nothing is hit, but if you keep rolling the dice, if you keep hitting the slot machine, eventually you'll hit, right? Statistically, eventually. We'll see. We'll see. Don't plan to do a whole lot of these. Wow, no one's in this raid lobby. Let's try again. Let's actually see if any of these other ones are filling. Oh, this one is. I want to be synced up with the group. Whatever the group is. Looks like it's all over there. Whatever they jump into, I want to jump into. So that way, all of these raids go down really quickly. Nope, I don't want that. I want to hit ready. Oh, such a grind. Raid days can be so much fun, as long as they don't make it so it's so RNG dependent. And if they're gonna make it RNG dependent, at least give us easier catches. Throw us something. Don't make things so difficult. I'm just complaining a lot. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Raid days are great. Don't stop doing raid days. In fact, I'm really happy that Niantic is doing more raid days. Now that Scopely has taken over, I suspect they're going to be doing even more raid days. It hasn't been too long since we had Hisui and Lilligant, because they simply want to make money, right? I guess that's one of the things about an overly monetized game. We do get more gameplay, I guess. But yeah, that went down really fast. Please give me something good. 2913. That's not even good. Could be a shiny. Still have yet to get a shiny. I'm starting to suspect they did forget to turn on the shiny rate. Yeah, that's rough. Oof. Bad IVs, no shinies, not a lot of spatial rends, not a lot of roar times. What is going on today? I think this is my 9th raid since I started today. Or no, since I started today, I think this is about number 12, number 13. I did quite a few remote raids earlier. Awful. Come on. Okay, so this one is definitely a good one. 2946. I did look up the hundos. It's actually 2958 for a weather boosted Palkia, and then 2921 for weather boosted Dialga. I feel like I should have looked that up before. It's not a shiny, but there you can see the IVs. Oh, I hope this has spatial rend. Please have spatial rend. Would have been nice if it was shiny. I predict 98%. Oh, but the straight up luck has been bad. It's been bad. I've done maybe 20 raids now. 20 raids. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Even with the boosted shiny rate, I will admit, it does take quite a lot to get the first shiny. But once you do get the first shiny, then all the shinies start rolling in, and I may not be able to catch it. because I only have 5 balls left. Am I gonna have to set circle trick for this? Oh, that's just a great one. Nope. Oh, I'm down to 2 balls. All right, set circle trick. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Down to 2 balls. Oh, I missed it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Please stay in the ball. 1, 2. Oh, down to the last ball. If this runs, I'll be so upset. Oh, come on. 1. Okay. Oh, thank God. Whew. Let's see what the IVs are. Oh, please have spatial rend. Ah, it doesn't have spatial rend. It's a 96 though. Okay. I feel a little better about that. Whew. I thought it would maybe be a 98%. I was a little off. This is so rough. This is so rough. Of all days to have bad luck, to have bad RNG, it had to be on one of the most important raid days we've had all year. Yeah, but hopefully that luck will change right now. I'm gonna call it right now. Starting at right now, we're gonna start getting 100% IVs and shinies and even a Shundo. I'm gonna say it. Gonna call it. So this is raid number 35 since I started counting. No shiny yet. Not even many with the adventure effect move. Today has been rough. I know it's only been, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And 35 rates is not much compared to how many people are doing. But honestly, this grind sucks. This really sucks. I just want one inkling of good luck. We did get that 96% earlier. Did not have the adventure effect move. So I really don't know like how worth it is to even keep. Yeah, it's a very rough day. Very rough day. On all days where I needed some good luck. Just so happened to not be today. Oh, finally. My first shiny. And it's not bad. You can see 28.92. The perfect is 29.21. This could be a 93%. I don't know. Oh, but I'm so glad. Finally got my shiny. I think this is rate number 37. So if it's a 1 in 10 rate, yeah, it's actually close to 1 in 30, at least for me. But there you go, first shiny of the day, and it has Roar of Time. Oh, yes. Whew. Coming in at the last minute. Finally got some good luck. All right, but yeah, there you go. I got at least one shiny with an adventure effect move. Maybe I'll get more later. I don't know. I may not necessarily raid too much more. But yeah, there you have it. At least one shiny with Roar of Time. I'm gonna head out. It was a lot of fun in spite of all the bad luck. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Jinsula와 함께해 Pokémon GO 다 같이